Most plastic bottles are just tap water, which is loaded with chemicals. Please, please, please do this is valuable information. Go on ewg.org. They have a tap water database link. There are 14 contaminants in Austin's water, probably 12 of them cancer-causing, known cancer-causing. The highest was about 470 times the legal or recommended limit to consume, 470 times. Now I'm seeing one that's 2,333 times the legal or recommended limit. It's what they use to clean the water that comes into their system. Clean the water. They're cleaning our water with chemicals.
There's no way I'm ever drinking tap water in Austin.
No way.
Dr. Nikki.
Yes.
Holy smokes. You're a doctor. In what field?
PhD in holistic health and nutrition.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
My mom and I did it together.
Where did you do it?
University of Natural Health.
Where is that?
Indianapolis.
You didn't go to Indianapolis,
No,
did you?
I was living in Amsterdam and they sent me all the books. It was great. I was studying on the canals. It was heaven.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
The canals of Amsterdam, it's hard to beat that.
It's pretty good.
Dang, what a trip.
I've had a good life.
Yeah?
Pretty good life.
And it's still great.
Yeah.
It's freaking on. It keeps going up, it sounds like.
I've had 2 rough years right before Conscious Kitchen.
Oh.
But other than that, my life has been luxurious. No complaints. And even the 2 years were perfectly designed, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I needed to be on my knees begging spirit for what's next. To be able to say yes to going into business with my mother. Right? And now this is the biggest blessing. And it's been so healing for our relationship. And I'm right on point with my purpose and mission.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Congrats, by the way. Because that's huge. Not everybody gets to experience that.
Yeah.
What's one thing that you know that most people don't know about the food industry as it is today?
Ooh. Simple concept, but preservatives. So preservatives are put in everything that can sit on a shelf for multiple years.
Yeah.
Right. But if you think about, I did a deep dive with chat and did some research on this, on what actually preservatives are and how they're designed. They are designed to attack the structure of the cell wall of gut microbiome, of bacteria, right? And so when they disrupt the wall, the bacteria can't access food. And it literally starves the bacteria to death.
Are you serious?
That's how they stop the bacteria from breaking down the food that's sitting on the shelf.
Right. Yeah.
But now you're going to eat that, and we rely on bacteria to break down food. Right? So we're actually eating food that is designed to destroy bacteria. It's the biggest crime, I think, that we could possibly do in the food industry that's not being discussed.
Yeah, and if you think about it, if you were to teach that to a 5-year-old, like, hey, this food does this.
Yeah.
This food does that. And you talk about the preservative aspect, they'd say, heck no, I'm not eating that. That sounds dumb.
Right.
Because it is.
Yeah, it is.
Are there any preservatives in particular that are worse than others?
No, there's a long list with big, long names that they don't. The tricky thing is they don't even have to be listed on the ingredients list.
Why?
It's not a required ingredient to be listed.
Says the FDA?
Right.
Oh, we know about them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
The Financial Drug Administration.
Yeah.
All about the money.
But we could put it in the show notes, a list of the things that people could look out for. Definitely. I don't have those off the top of my head.
Oh, no, I should. Yeah, we'll drop the list below.
Yeah.
Just the fact that that's a thing. I've never even heard of that before.
Right. But just know, if something can sit on a shelf for years, it's designed to not break down. And even things like healthy things, people think like, oh, they're going to drink almond milk instead of cow's milk. Great switch, except almond milk is designed to sit on the shelf. And if you look at the ingredients, it's got a list of gums and preservatives. If they list the preservatives, you'll see them on there. But if they don't, even if you see the almond milk in the refrigerator, That's just marketing because they know people go to the refrigerator for milk. They're accustomed to it. That same almond milk can sit on the shelf without any refrigeration.
Also, I was curious about that because I've seen them on the shelves.
Right. Well, that's where they could sit.
Oh.
But they put them in the fridge just because that's where people know to go.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like getting tricked like that.
Right.
Freaking sneaky.
Right. Yeah. So that I would say the overarching message of my PhD is eat what grows out of the land. It's so simple. Literally, we have hands that are designed to pick fruits and vegetables very clearly, right? We have molars that are designed to grind plants, where our intestines are 30 feet long, and our stomachs are much less acidic than a carnivore's. We are designed to consume plants.
Right.
And we need that long intestine for the time for plants to pass through and get all the nutrient absorption from them. So the more fruits and vegetables you can get in your diet, the better.
When you say more, you have a plant-based company.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is there a reason that there's no meat there? Or it just does not fit the theme of what you're doing? Are you okay with meat? Tell me more about that.
Yeah. So touchy subject. And as a kid, I was always... Once I got into veganism at 15, I was like hardcore, like trying to get everyone on board, right? And I shunned a lot of people. A lot of people rejected me essentially because I was coming at it with a very aggressive point of view, and my way is the only way. And that turns people off. Like nobody wants to be told what to do. So over the years, I started to kind of like not share, and I really silenced myself because I didn't want to be labeled as that like annoying vegan person, right? The activist. And what I came to realize through my studies is that the animal products are really high in fat, and it's that type of fat that actually lines the arteries that leads to the heart and to the brain, so leads to heart disease, strokes, can cause all sorts of health conditions in the body, atherosclerosis, arthritis, like all these joint pains. That's inflammation caused by consumption of animal products.
What?
Yeah, and that it's not like one little piece on occasion would kill you, but daily. That buildup of fat in your bloodstream leads to your energy levels will go down and long-term health conditions.
Dang.
For sure. And then the animal suffering, of course. Like if you're eating conventional animal products, those animals have been tortured. Like literally from day 3, the baby's taken away from the mother. The mother, any human mother knows that their baby's gonna be she would be in agony if her baby was taken away. So she's suffering all day long, and then the baby's tortured in this confinement, right? They can't even play just for like tender baby back ribs. It's barbaric. And then that suffering just transfers, right? When you consume something that's been suffering and anxious and depressed, and when you're fearful, you get a cascade of energy chemicals flow through your body.
Yep.
You get that cascade of chemicals that flow through your body that induces you feel the fear because it's designed to help you run away. And so that cortisol leads to higher levels of inflammation. So if you're consuming something that's inflamed, right? And with those chemicals of cortisol and adrenaline and norepinephrine, and there's a whole list of chemicals that gets transferred in the meats and the milks.
Yeah, it reminds me of when you catch a tuna fish on a line and it's got this massive buildup of lactic acid. I just wonder what it's like eating a piece of fish that's full of that.
Yeah.
It can't be the best thing.
No, and a lot of people switch to fish thinking, oh, I'm not doing the red meat, so I'm good. But fish has the highest level of mercury.
What's mercury do to people?
It's just, remember the thermometers? You never wanted to break them in school.
Ones? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're just toxic to the system. Really toxic.
Does it do anything to us? Like
I think it could get into the brain as my...
oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I heard that one.
Yeah.
Gets in your brain.
Alzheimer's, dementia. I mean, these are brain diseases caused by heavy metals and plaque buildups.
How do these fish get metal in them?
it's circulating in the ocean, and they're eating other smaller fish that have it. So the bigger the fish, the more bioaccumulation of the toxins found in smaller fish. Yeah. And fish also are really high on the saturated fat level. So same concern with the animal products, same problem there. Yeah. And then so I have
Earlier when you said more vegetables, what I'm hearing you say is all vegetables.
Correct. My personal desire would be that everyone were to be plant-based, of course. There are blue zones in the world that have a very small piece of meat once a week, and they are surviving for longer, so I can't say what's good for everyone, and I believe that a majority plant-based diet, if not 100% plant-based diet, would be good for everyone. And the people that I've had people say, okay, but I tried plant-based and I was really tired. I was depleted. It didn't work for me. And that's because, and then they say they had one piece of meat and they're like, oh, they got their energy back and they're back to life, right?
Yeah, I heard that.
I've heard the story multiple times. And I just had Dr. Clapper on my podcast, and he said, yeah, that's because they're not eating an actual whole plant-based diet. Plants have all the proteins you need. There are complete protein sources in a variety of plants. Hemp seeds, spirulina, like there's a whole long, you can find all the, like, look at gorillas, for example, right? Or
they're jacked.
They're huge. The largest animals on the planet are huge. Elephants, horses, they're all plant-based. And they're getting
a whale that eats plankton.
Right.
Isn't it the biggest whale that just eats the plankton, the phytoplankton? But wait, is plankton meat?
Plankton's algae.
It's an algae, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not making this up. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, green spirulina is also an algae. Yeah. So, yeah. My opinion, plant-based diet's the way to go.
Okay.
And even like Tom Brady, right?
Yeah.
Vegan.
Are you kidding me?
No. And he said his career, like, he's the best top of his game since he went plant-based. So a lot of misconception out there. Game Changers is a good movie to watch, to see.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
When they do the blood test thing.
Yeah. Right. And that shows.
That was wild.
Testosterone effects.
Oh,
right. Like, yeah.
I don't know. We got to get as much testosterone as we can get around here.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing about the animals.
Yeah.
Most of those animals are eating antibiotic rich. Excuse me. Wait, let me start over. Most of those animals are being fed corn and soy that is loaded with glyphosate. So they're consuming toxic food. They're being injected with antibiotics and growth hormones, right, to fatten them up. And because they're on such an unnatural diet, they've got all this digestive challenges.
Dang.
So they need the antibiotics to contradict all the infection, because they're supposed to be eating grass, and now they're eating corn and soy. I think that messes them up. So they're on high levels of antibiotics again. And then we're eating things that are destroying our gut microbiome, that are designed to break down the nutrients that are providing our body with healing food, with the nutrition we need. Right? So if you can't access the food you're consuming, of course you're going to feel depleted. Of course you're going to get sick, because your body's not getting the vitality and the nutrients it needs. That's why we advocate at Conscious Kitchen raw food. Raw. So not cooked above 108 degrees, because when you heat food up, it gets denatured. Think of a leaf of spinach. A whole fresh leaf is vibrant, right? It stands up.
Green.
You can hold the thing. It's like it's standing up. If as soon as you cook it, what happens? It like wilts.
Yeah,
right? It's dead.
Yeah.
You've destroyed the enzymes. You've destroyed a lot of the nutrients in there. So and you've destroyed the life force. We like to preserve all that life force.
Why is it that when I did the raw vegan diet a couple of years ago, I felt high every day?
Yeah, life force. You're eating the sunlight and the energy and the vibrancy of life.
That's a normal effect.
Yeah. Absolutely. People they're vibrant. They're zingy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm right now on my second day of a water fast. So my brain's a little like right now I'm detoxing. So you can hear the effects of like my brain not being as sharp. I can hear the effects.
Yeah. It's all good. We're chilling.
And that's a normal outcome of a detox. And that's actually what we're after. We're launching a conscious cleanse in January, and we're going to support people through this process. But
with the kitchen.
Yeah. So the kitchen's just one part of a much bigger plan and desire that I have to support people and really shifting their entire lives into more holistic ways of living. The whole planet needs us to live more holistically.
What does that actually mean holistically?
Yeah. So
I've heard that so many times.
Yeah.
I know what it means. Yeah.
So think whole, right? So we take the whole system into account.
Yeah.
It's not just your food, although that's what you put in your mouth is going to have the biggest impacts on your body. But it's also, do you live in a supportive community, right? Do you feel loved by your family? Are you drinking clean water? Are you living on purpose? Are you lit up every day? Are you surrounded? Is your environment really clean? Are you cleaning your clothes with clean products? Right? Are you putting beauty products on your face that are toxic, or are they natural? Can you eat anything that goes on your skin? Because if it goes on your skin, it's going into your bloodstream in 15 minutes. So it's not just food.
That's a good question to ask oneself. Can you eat whatever you're putting on your skin?
Yeah. I use coconut oil.
There you go.
There's oils that you can use with natural, like rose or some delicious, flavors.
Yeah.
So they can still smell nice, but they're edible because they better be. They're going on my body. If they're going on my body or on my face, that is going in my skin, into my bloodstream.
And you were saying you've got this big vision, right?
Yeah.
What does that look like in detail? I'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, thank you. So I feel like humanity has gone off track. We are completely disconnected with nature. We've paved over nature. We've made it very convenient to have air conditioning and lighting and things delivered to us, and right?
Yeah.
So we don't have to walk up a mountain to get our water. Right? We don't have to do all these like challenging things. But now our bodies are more sedentary. We are much more sensitive as creatures in a way. We're not as resilient. We're consuming things that are destroying the microbiome that we're relying on. And we're, in the meantime, we're polluting the planet. All of the products that we're buying have required mining out of the ground and required emitting some kind of greenhouse gas emissions. Right? Yeah. Every single thing that we purchase, look around your room that you're looking at right now, every single item you look at required resources from the ground, probably chemicals to process it, and then chemicals to deliver it off gases, right? From gas and electric and all that. So all of that goes into our air or into our rivers, right?
Yeah.
And we forget that we live on one finite planet. The same air that gets polluted in China, we breathe. The same rivers that we pollute here goes to India. All the trash circulates in our oceans. And that's one ocean, one air, one, right? We forget we are one human race living on one single planet. And my biggest desire is for humanity to reconnect to nature and and what that means personally is like each thing I do every day, I consider how this is going to impact the environment. So like silly example, but at the gym, I see so many girls take 3 and 4 towels and it blows my mind.
Gym towels?
Yeah. This is a one-time use. They need one for their body, one for their hair, one for their feet. And you're like, one-time use to just dry off a clean body. And then that is half a load of laundry, if you think of it.
Yeah.
They're going to use bleach and toxic chemicals to make it perfectly white and clean. And right? All of those chemicals go into the rivers, then into the oceans, and then we eat the fish and we're surprised that we have such high rates of cancer. we got to realize that there is no way. There is no way. And so my desire is to show people and to teach how to, and bring on other guest speakers. And right, I'm not the only source of wisdom. There are plenty of sources of wisdom that understand each one of these concepts of like, how do you take care of, live a luxurious life that we all want, and still be in respect, and still be like at the gym. I take one of the small hand towels. The gym, the gym towels, like in the main room.
Yeah.
I bring one of those into the shower, and that's what I use.
That's all you need.
It totally dries me off.
Yeah.
I don't need anything else. I walk right through that bathroom naked. I mean, I'm European. I can do that
more. Sure.
But I'm not. I can't. I cannot bring myself to. I would never buy a plastic bottle of water. You will never see me with a plastic bottle of water. I carry my own glass bottle. Always. And if I don't have my glass bottle, if I forgot it, I wait till I have a reusable glass somewhere. I'll wait till I get home and I'll drink some water.
Yeah.
I will not. First of all, most plastic bottles are just tap water, which is loaded with chemicals. Please, please, please do this as valuable information. Go on ewg.org, which is environmentalworkinggroup.org's website. On the top right corner, they have a tap water database link. You click that, you scroll down, you'll enter your zip code.
Ooh.
Yeah. It will tell you your reservoirs, contaminants. You pick your municipality, and then it will give you a list of all of your reservoirs contaminants. There are 14 contaminants in Austin's water that are probably 12 of them cancer-causing, known cancer-causing. And until about a year ago, the highest was about 470 times the legal or recommended limit to consume, 470 times. Now I'm seeing one that's 2,333 times the legal or recommended limit. And I clicked on it. I'm like, what is that? It's what they use to clean the water that comes into their system. Clean the water. They're cleaning our water with chemicals.
That's backwards.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
This is the sanitized world we live in.
I've done that before because my buddy was in the water industry.
Yeah.
And he sent me that website and I looked at it. And ever since I saw it, I'm like, there's no way I'm ever drinking tap water in Austin.
No way.
Ever.
No.
It's awful. And I remember when I first moved here, I would make my coffee with tap water every day. And every time I did that, which was every day for months until I switched my water, my stomach was messed up.
Wow.
Like clockwork.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is it this coffee brand? No, it wasn't the coffee brand. It was the water I was using.
Right.
It would totally smash my system.
Well, think about it again. What is that chemical designed to do? Kill any bacteria in the water.
You don't want to do that for your body.
You don't want to kill the bacteria in your body. We rely on it to get the nutrients we need.
Yeah.
That's why so many people have so many gut issues and thyroid issues.
For sure.
Thyroid is like you're the canary in the gold mine. It's literally there to tell you that something's going wrong. And what's every doctor's solution to a thyroid issue? Take it out. And you're like, what? No, you don't just remove organs. This is the new preventative medicine, by the way. 2 women have come into Conscious Kitchen in the last week saying that they're getting a hysterectomy, meaning removing all of their female reproductive organs because of some potential future risk of cancer.
Come on.
It apparently runs in their family. And so because they have a 60% chance of getting this cancer, the doctors have just decided that they're going to remove the organs.
What?
That is now new age preventative medicine. Instead of detoxing the body and providing it with the nutrients it needs so that is preventing any kind of buildup.
Right.
Cancer is a symptom of a toxicity buildup in your body. I'm going to explain how it was explained to me. It makes perfect sense. You decide. Yeah?
Yeah.
So we all have cancerous cells. We have 100 trillion cells. Someone's counted somewhere between 60 and 100 trillion cells. They mutate. right? You know, like the DNA strand, remember the little double helix strand of DNA?
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets hit with something, right? Some kind of radical electron or something. It gets damaged. And the end part of that DNA strand says stop replicating. If that gets destroyed, it will keep replicating. And that's what a tumorous cell is, right? It's just the end of the DNA was damaged. And so it keeps replicating, keeps growing and growing and growing.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normal. This happens in the body all the time. With 100 trillion cells, of course some of them are going to get mutated and damaged. And so the body has design systems to go after those cells and take them out. Totally normal process in the body. Except when the body is overloaded with toxicity, it focuses first on taking the toxins out, and those cells are left to replicate. So when you detoxify the body, then it has the reserves to go after those cancerous cells like it always has done.
Right.
And it naturally will take care of the cancerous cells.
Yeah, talk about detox, right? I heard that if you did 1 7-day fast, it reduces your likelihood of cancer by 80% or something like that. I've heard that several times.
That makes perfect sense to me.
Sources, yeah.
Perfect sense to me. And we've seen it over and over and over again. We put people through the cleanse and we've reversed stage 4 brain tumors. The guy was 38, stage 4 brain tumor. And he's living happy, healthy. This is how my mom got started 29 years ago because she had ovarian cancer. And she reversed it. We went to Hippocrates Health Institute in Florida, learned all through Ann Wigmore's system of juice cleansing and cleansing the body. And she reversed it and then was then on a mission to support others.
That is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's reversed it.
29 years later, still cancer-free, no problem.
Oh.
We've had famous people come on. She's been flown to England to support the royals. Elle Macpherson has just come out with her book and sharing all about how my mom has supported her in the breast cancer. Yeah, we've had hundreds of clients go through this, and we're not the only ones. I mean, we're just one center. We need way more of these places. But the thing is, we've been shunned. A lot of health and holistic health practitioners have not been allowed to speak out about this. We can't use the word heal or cure in any of our marketing.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Why?
Because it's I think the medical industry would be in trouble.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cure is one thing. I think heal, like there's a healing process, like that ends eventually, but you could be healing.
Yeah.
You know?
We support the body in healing. It's doing the job of healing itself. The body is designed to heal. We are not healers.
Can you say supports healing? Supports with healing?
Supports the body in healing?
Yeah.
Maybe. But the word healing is a trigger word. Like I can't even post on Facebook. Even Facebook will flag me.
Seriously.
If I talk about, I have type 1 diabetes, so I talk about diabetes sometimes, it won't let me publish some things. Especially not in like a marketing thing. If I were to put like ad money towards it, wouldn't approve it.
That's ridiculous.
Even to say things that are working for me.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It's like you're sharing your personal experience.
Yeah.
And they won't let you talk about it.
Not if I'm suggesting how naturally how you can heal naturally. Yeah. So we've been quieted. Like people don't speak up.
How do you come together?
Great question. I would like to do that at the kitchen. That's part of my mission as well. So bring all the different facilities, because I've been on a healing journey myself, right? With type 1 diabetes. My mother's the 8th child out of a Holocaust survivor. Like she didn't get her needs met. You know, the trauma gets passed down through the body and creates dis-ease in the body. And so type 1 diabetes is very much linked to that. And the subsequent coping mechanisms of trauma is what leads to disease in the body often. So alcohol use, right? Numbing out with food, especially huge one. That's my juicy. That's my favorite part of the juice cleanse. I call it the juice of the juice cleanse.
Yeah.
Because we remove the coping mechanism of food. So now what? You got to sit with those emotions that come up.
Dang. Yeah.
Which is
so much goodness comes from a cleanse.
Amazing.
It's all different facets.
It's the best part.
It's spiritual. It's emotional.
Absolutely.
It's physically beneficial.
Yeah. Spiritual in that I get so clear. I ask for guidance and it's instant. I receive it.
Yeah.
Like my channel to spirit it's just direct, like clear communication because I'm not toxic. My body's clean. I'm a clean vessel. I'm literally a tuning fork. I remember those rabbit ears that were on that. If you're old enough for the rabbit
on the TV.
On the TV.
Put some foil on them.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's so imagine I use the analogy if you took those rabbit ears and caked them in a vat of waxy saturated fat and chemicals every day, let it dry, and then swirled it around and caked it in that stuff again, let it dry, swirled it. You'd have this thick layer. You couldn't get reception.
Oh.
That's what eating animal products and toxic food and processed food is.
Yeah. Sludge to the system.
Sludge.
Mm-hmm. Energetical sludge.
Yeah.
Not just physical.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm so curious about your path that you're looking to go down, because you said you want to have a global impact.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
yeah.
You've got the kitchen, you've got the podcast platform that you're ramping back up called Legends. What else?
We're calling it Conscious Kitchen Radio. We're rebranding.
Okay,
Legends to
flip the script.
Yes,
Conscious
Kitchen
Radio.
Radio. Yeah,
I dig it.
Yeah,
that's cool.
You. Thanks. On brand.
Where are you going to record? Just curious.
At the kitchen.
At the kitchen.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks.
I'm just picturing food everywhere on set. I'm like, oh my God, that's awesome.
I love it.
Even if they don't have that, I'm just picturing that. Yeah. But
so yeah, we that's one of the ways I want to bring in wisdom. Started off with Dr. Michael Clapper, huge. He's a legend in the world of nutrition because he's an MD talking about how we need to be asking our clients about what they're eating because it's the food that causes dis-ease or ease. And so he is literally going to universities and offering these classes, and med students are signing up voluntarily for this extra course and organizing and bringing everyone together to take this class because they understand the value and they're not taught anything about nutrition.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Whereas if you go to Japan, did you know this? You go to Japan, they cook their food every day, and it's all organic, non-processed food in their elementary schools. They have an on-site nutritionist that has to go through 2 or 3 years of schooling just to get certified to work in the schools.
Wow.
Did you know that?
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's why the kids are so damn smart.
Right. And they're sharp.
Yeah.
Right? They're sharp in many ways. Their mind is sharp. Their bodies, the obesity rates aren't crazy high over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It matters.
It's the food.
The fact that we don't have that here, it's not a part of our culture.
No, look at our
mind-blowing.
Look at a kid's menu on any restaurant.
Trash.
It's the worst food on the menu.
Spaghetti with nasty sauce.
That, chips and burgers and pizza and it's
chicken
all
nuggets.
Yeah,
fake chicken nuggets.
Fake chicken nuggets.
Nasty.
It's awful, and I understand parenting is difficult. I don't understand because I don't have kids for that choice, for that reason.
That's difficult. Right?
But it's difficult. I want
respect to the parents.
Yeah, full respect, really. And I get it. When your kid's screaming, just hear, anything, just stop. And if you don't have it in the house, if that's a rule I have with myself.
Yeah.
I don't bring home food that I don't want to eat or that I know I shouldn't.
Yeah, because they did this experiment. You put a plate of Oreos in front of somebody, and you just have them sit there. It's only a matter of time before they eat that Oreo.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a trick I tell parents, and we'll get back to the whole my big grand vision, but that's a trick I tell parents.
Yeah.
Cut the fruit up. You put a plate full of cut up apples or berries, they will eat it. There's a natural tendency to nosh. But if it's just a whole apple sitting there, they will sit there forever.
That is great advice.
Yeah, cut it up, sprinkle a little, cut up a pear and sprinkle some cinnamon on there. It tastes like pear pie. It's phenomenal. You can't resist it.
Right. Right.
And now they're getting a whole healthy dose of antioxidants, of phytonutrients, of healthy sugars, and full of fresh water. It's hydrating. And it's got that life force we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
That is going to nourish your kids way more than a Twizzler or a Twinkie. That, like, literally years. These things can last for decades.
Sad.
It's,
Sad.
really important. And that's why a lot of these
And it's so
hyperactive
simple.
kids.
It's so simple too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, it starts with self. Well, what are you putting in yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
There's so much junk out there.
Yeah.
And it's everywhere. Most of it's junk.
Yeah.
You go to like H-E-B grocery store or something like that. Why do they have a health food section? What is everything else if they have a health food section?
Right. Yeah. That's my other dream. I wish one day that there is a grocery store that you can actually trust every single thing in there. They do their job of testing all of the products that go into that store. That would be
so level it up. Because I know there's a farm to table or like a farmer's market that's a grocery store, right?
Yeah.
It's like full time, 24/7, whatever, 7 days a week grocery store, farmer's market. But I don't know if they test the stuff. They're trusting the farmers to be 100% organic and whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's the closest thing we have.
Yeah. That would be great.
It's there.
More of those.
It's off North Lamar, I think.
Fantastic.
I saw it the other day.
Wow. I mean, that's where I tell people to shop. Go to your farmer's
Go to the farmer's market.
Most of what you can buy at the farmer's market, you can eat.
It's good.
It's good. Yeah.
It's Nikki approved.
Yeah. Most. You still have to do a little research at the farmer's market. I asked the farmers, is this organic? Is it certified? Is it?
Have you ever gotten a no?
They often say it's a very expensive process, so it's not certified, but they don't spray. And I've heard mixed reviews on that. Sometimes I want to just trust, and sometimes it's a no. It's actually not healthy. That they're still doing shady things.
Yeah.
And that's when doing the detox and having the intuition and the body wisdom to put a piece of fruit in your hand and be like, is this good for me? And I'll get a yep or no. And it's very clear yes or no in my body now. No, yes feels very light and airy. No feels like crunchy, like thick, almost like you gotta poop. Like that saying, yeah, no.
That's all.
And it's
great.
It's instant. Like yep, no.
Okay.
But you have to learn to trust that. Because then the next thing your brain is going, oh, it's fine. You'll override. We're taught to override our intuition. It's just like when you're 4 years old, you will not eat past when your stomach is full. Come 5 years old, you start listening to your parents who say, don't leave the table till you finish your food. And you start overriding.
Terrible advice.
Your innate wisdom.
Yeah. What about eating when you're not hungry? Like, why do we eat at morning, midday, and afternoon? You think that's appropriate, or you think that's just the thing we designed, or what is that?
Few different philosophies on timed eating.
Yeah.
I've always been a free spirit, so eat when I'm hungry kind of person. But then when you eat when you're hungry, you really do have to pay attention to, am I eating because I'm bored or because I'm triggered or because I'm actually hungry? And so it requires more of a mental check-in, like physical hunger or mental hunger.
Just having that awareness though, right?
Yeah.
That consciousness.
Yeah.
That's a thing, to have that check-in.
Yeah.
Really see, like, why am I operating like this?
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't teach that in school either.
No. We're not taught intuition at all. Think of it. Did you ever have an intuition school class?
No.
No. Your greatest gift that you have, we are not taught about.
And then second to that is personal finance. We're not taught about that.
No.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's wild.
Let's take a quick moment to shout out the people making big moves in real estate, the elite residential group at Keller Williams Realty. With over $90 million in sales volume and more than 300 families helped, they're one of the top real estate teams in Central Texas for a reason. Whether you're buying, selling, or just figuring out your next step, they make the process simple and centered around your priorities.
Greg and his small team have been absolutely crushing the Austin real estate market, producing incredible numbers.
He is always responsive, he's always on point, he never misses anything. I would highly recommend him for anybody looking to buy or sell in the Austin, Texas area.
Hit the link in the description to book your free consultation.
Okay, so my big vision. We digress. So on Conscious Kitchen Radio, I want to bring in experts from all these different areas. So what we focus on in the cleanse is detox your home. Get rid of the toxicity in your home. That's starting point. You can't detox your body and then come home to a toxic home. You're just going to retoxify. So we look at the air quality, water quality, EMF exposure, toxins in your cleaning products, your beauty products. This is a long list. We go room by room in the cleanse.
Dang.
So I'm bringing on experts in each of those areas. Then we do the actual detoxing of your body. What does that look like to go through a juice cleanse? And what are the things you're going to have to navigate and come up? And there's a list of, you have to prepare it with some sprouts and colonics. And we have a protocol that we bring you through. And during that process, a lot of the mental things come up. The traumas, the coping mechanisms can come up.
So then you're being kind of like a therapist.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because people will have their bad days right? And we...
I want a box of Oreos. I can't do this, Mickey.
Yeah.
I can't do it. You're like, no, you got this.
You got this. You got this.
Just say no.
Right. Yeah, and it's important to know your intuition. And then in that space, that becomes your practice of like recognizing, is this a coping mechanism or is this actually a legitimate intuitive need that I have? For example, I had a client that go through and he was sharing with me that on day like 10, he was craving a Philly cheesesteak. And I knew a Philly cheesesteak is a coping mechanism because he was having a stressful day at work. He wanted his Philly cheesesteak. And so I was like, I coached him through that. What he didn't then share with me, the next few days after that, he was craving very specifically an avocado. He kept telling his wife, I need an avocado. I need an avocado. And he didn't share that with me. And he got really angry with me that he didn't share it because I didn't. and turns out an avocado is a very healthy, intuitive response to like, I need some healthy fats in this moment because I'm using my brain a lot. And I'm not getting a high dose of glucose from the juices because we do green vegetable juices. So he needed just a little. We could have taken an avocado, blended it up in one of his juices. He would have gotten a dose of healthy fats and his whole body would have been back at ease.
Right.
But he needed to share that with me. But he wasn't taught to share trust his intuition.
Right.
Share that. It's fascinating how we're taught not to recognize our intuitive.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm getting a clear picture of how all this works.
Yeah.
I like how you start with the house, your space, right? And then you work with the body by talking about the nutrition.
Right.
And then you're also talking about the mind and the heart with the emotions that come involved with it.
Yeah.
What other layers are there?
Yeah. So the trauma can go back, right? The trauma can be ancestral, that can be passed down. And sometimes there are things that are even happened, if you believe this, in past lifetimes. Our bodies are literally vessels of so much history.
Sure.
And so it's not just what we've learned in this lifetime. It could be even not only our lifetimes ago, but ancestors' lifetimes. Like, it goes back. We don't realize how powerful and how unique and special we are, and how we're a conglomeration. What is the word? Configuration?
Conglomerate?
Conglomerate? That's okay. We're a combination.
Combination.
Of
culmination.
Culmination. Thank you. We are a culmination of all of this past experience. And so when we're going through these cleanses and clearing out the debris, right? And releasing a lot of the fat where some of this trauma is stored, it can get released, and we're all of a sudden crying and experiencing the shame or something that we had from a childhood experience that is really powerful and really intense. That once released it's like a domino effect on how you show up in every other area of your life. Suddenly you're more patient with your kids, you're more graceful, and with yourself, you look in the mirror and you say, I love you.
Yes.
right? You can be more self-loving because you're not in this state of beating yourself up for something. The cascade is incredible. So that's the deeper part. That's the detox your mind part in the cleanse. And then we bring you into the kitchen. We actually take you shopping at Whole Foods. We show you what to buy, what to stay away from, shop way beyond organic. And then we bring you into the kitchen. We teach you how to prepare all these foods, how to make really healthy, yummy meals. And then the important part is the continuation package, because it's very easy afterwards to kind of slip back into, a lot of times after the cleanse, you've reset your taste buds. You don't crave the super sugary, super sweets, for sure. Like pecans are sweet to me after a cleanse. It's wild. And there's a tendency to like, oh, I'm at a party, I'll just have some chips, or right? Your social life happens and all of a sudden you're at dinner and you're eating things that you don't, weren't serving you.
Yeah.
So we support people with the ongoing. Is an ongoing. Yeah. Very important. Very important. Because sometimes after a cleanse, it's like you want to make up for lost time of not eating. And it becomes this like feeding ground.
Is that really what happens? They spring back like
sometimes.
Okay.
So, and it's happened to me as well. I've done quickie 5 days, and I'm the day 6. I'm like,
yeah.
As soon as you have one bite, it's like the ghrelin is the hunger hormone. It like wakes up from hibernation.
Yeah. Last time I broke my fast, I drove down to San Antonio, and I got this thing called a Dino Rito.
What's that?
Okay, it had a beef rib in it. A barbecue beef rib surrounded by cheddar mac and cheese with barbecue sauce in it and guacamole.
Oh my God.
Wrapped up, and they drizzled the queso on top of the burrito and sprinkled Cheetos on it.
Oh my goodness.
And
Did you eat all of it?
I did. I did. Look, I saw it on TikTok, all right? I really wanted to try it. Lesson learned, though.
Was it at least worth the heart attack and diabetes?
I went for a nice long run the next day.
Okay, good.
A really long run.
Yeah.
I'm feeling okay, thankfully. But yeah, to your point, you could bounce back. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can definitely bounce back. And it's important in that time to have support.
Yeah. Clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had an enabler around me at the time. So yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Not all in good fun. Now, with your process, how long is the whole thing? Somebody reaches out to you, right? Like, Nikki, I don't know what's going on. Things are getting out of control. My health is kind of slipping, et cetera, et cetera. My habits might not be that good. I want to have a clean break from all that and start over fresh. You might, go to their house to kick things off as part of the process, or do you do an intake form with them, or how does it? It's an intake form.
We start with the intake form. We want to see the blood work. Very important to see where they're at, both physically, internally, physically, mentally. Right? Where are they?
Blood work.
Oh yeah, required.
Wow.
Yeah, we do the before and afters. Yeah.
Who would administer? Local spot?
Or any locals.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll look through that and check, because we want to see where their cholesterol is at, where their blood sugars are at, where their hormones are. Yeah, where their kidneys, where the liver function, right? All the different organs. We want to know how they're doing. Yeah. If they've been diagnosed with cancer, then we'll check those, and we'll see afterwards. We get the results that they're clear.
Dang.
Yeah.
And then what is the whole process? Because you said you do some integration, right? Or just like a little bit more accountability to make sure they stick with this program, right? How long does all that last? From the day they give you an initial phone call?
Yeah.
Right? Is it like a monthly thing? Yearly?
So the full cleanse is 21 days. You can get through the cleaning out your house, cleaning out your body, right?
Yeah.
The cleanse part, the conscious cleanse is 21 days.
Okay.
It's designed to be quick reset.
Yeah.
And then the continuation package is a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like, a year is a really nice foundational time frame.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to get a lot done in a year. You're going to learn a ton in a year.
Yeah.
right? And you're there with them side by side, changing their lives.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Now, we talked a little bit about partnering before, right?
Yeah.
Like, how do you create now we can use the conglomerate word.
Thank you.
How do we create that to make a global impact? What does that look like? I mean, is that possible?
Start with Austin.
Start with Austin.
Always start local. You build something here. There's enough healers and enough practitioners here that know their work, that can come together that support. That if we create a body of knowledge and wisdom here, that this can be replicated in different cities.
Do you think that there's an enemy? Good versus evil?
When it comes to food? Comes to mind. Monsanto is a company that produces a lot of the chemicals that go into the foods and the seeds. They're trying to control the seeds in the world to have them genetically modified. And so I'd kind of put them in the evil bucket.
And who's friends with them right now? Is the government friends with them?
Oh, I'm sure the government's being paid by them.
Money.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah. The meat industry, specifically the CAFOs, right? The conventionally farmed meat industry.
Yeah.
The ones that are doing things so unnaturally. No, not a single friend of mine or any human I know wants to advocate for cruelty or animals being mistreated or fed unnatural diets or tortured or nobody wants to pay for that, and yet it's being paid for. Like, it's being supported by each item we buy. So I would put them in the evil bucket too. Anyone who's causing harm to animals, I put them in the evil bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is all strictly like in the food space. So yeah, definitely mistreating animals, not okay.
Not okay.
Creating things knowingly that hurts people, like the Monsanto company, right?
Yeah.
Not okay.
Yeah.
And it just makes me ask the question, what is the protocol to stop it? Is it even freaking possible to stop it? Is there hope for the human or the Americans that are eating the stuff that's created by Monsanto?
Yeah. I'm going to throw this question back at you because I want your opinion. I believe you eat meat, right?
Yes. Yeah. I want fish on Saturday.
Good. Do your thing. I don't right? Each their own.
Sure.
I'm presuming that you make an effort to buy like grass fed or, right? You're just selective with your meat products, or other than that one experience.
Yeah, sorry. I was feeling naughty that day. I was
not so much.
Bad. But no, I actually work with a local company that makes 100% organic, non-processed, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. And they deliver it to my house.
Okay, so how would you, as a meat eater, speak to other meat eaters that are not that conscious about it? And my vegan friends are gonna be mad at me because they're gonna want me to 100% advocate veganism, right? And so I believe in there's always one step we can take towards betterment, and if we just stop the CAFOs, that's a whole lot better than saying everyone should be vegan and nobody does it.
Sure, we want to sharpen the pencil here a little bit.
Right.
Just stop the capos first.
Let's at least stop the adverse things that are just torturous.
Yes.
So starting there with that level of compassion equally, right? We share that. So how would you talk to someone and advocate that they join you?
Do they join me in which regard?
In like caring more about what they're
to eat? Yeah. Well, first of all, I would definitely acknowledge the fact that there's animals out there that are being mistreated, right? And I would make an effort to educate them how different farmers treat their livestock differently. So if they're going to purchase anything from any source, to do their research on it before they go and swipe their debit card and eat that food. Because, to your point, you could eat a part of a cow that had a crappy life, and then that's going in your body and you're feeling that, and then you in fact get influenced by that. So it's kind of a lengthy conversation to have with one person about meat,
Yeah.
It would take some time.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah.
And then you have to get their buy-in. So how they get them like, wow, you're right. I'm going to stop shopping at the generic grocery store, buying whatever cut of meat or whatever without even thinking about it. Right?
Yeah.
That's going to take some work.
Yeah. I mean, PETA's been putting out videos of the cruelty for decades, and they're just like annoying PETA, right? Like, how do you get through?
Mm-hmm. You have to get people to care. So how do we get them to care? Is my question.
Yeah.
Like, what's a strong enough driver to where if they were, obviously, they can choose the meat that's been having a bad life. How do we influence them to take a shift one step closer to, that negativity, away from that negativity, rather? How do we do that? What's something somebody would care about? Right?
Yeah.
Their health.
Yeah.
So what's a big enough selling point?
Yeah.
Is my question.
Yeah.
You could choose that meat that's had a bad life, or you could choose this meat that's pasture raised and did whatever it wanted and lived free.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how to answer that, honestly. I just know that it's worth spending more money on it.
Right.
Personally. So I do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Why?
Why is it so important to you?
Yeah, because my health is number one. Health really is wealth. Like, it doesn't matter if you have all the money in the world. If you're sick, it's a poor quality of life.
Yeah.
And you think that spending more money on food is not worth it, but really your doctor's bills are going to outweigh what you're paying on your food 10x.
Yeah.
And having to take medicine, which jacks up your mind and stuff, it's not worth it ever. So just spend more money on the good food.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if I answered your question, to be honest.
No, you did. You did. It's just, I'm so curious how to make it land.
You're looking to land, don't eat meat at all.
No,
Sometimes.
First step for me is stop the cruelty. Right? First step is like, can we just stop advocating or supporting industries that are actually actively creating a Holocaust, like it's a modern day Holocaust?
I think there's just too much ambiguity.
Because it's hidden. It's hidden. We're not even allowed in factory farms. You have to go undercover and secretly bring in. What food establishment is allowed that? Like, I just opened this restaurant. Do you know how much the health department was in there? And I had to get a 100-gallon grease trap for, like, the regulations were insane for a raw vegan restaurant.
We don't even have grease.
Right?
Yeah.
And yet the biggest industry of food producer in this country is hidden behind closed doors and can do whatever they want. How is that okay?
It's not. Well, yeah, I don't know. It's like some entity has control over all of it. I think it's safe to say that it's the government.
Yeah, it's the meat industry paying the government to turn a blind eye. Stay quiet. Let us do what we want.
It's all driven by money.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
And is that ever going to change? Is money ever not going to be the driver?
No, but that's where it starts grassroots, right? That's why what you're doing right now is the most important thing you can do. Mm-hmm. It's to start local, educate local, and hopefully it spreads. Mm-hmm. Right.
Just do your best making the dent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Recycle. Use glass.
Yeah. I'll tell you one. I'll share one story that I think actually will help. I had a client, Argentinian man, came into Conscious Kitchen a couple weeks ago, and his blood sugars keeps going up, and he's not diabetic, but he keeps going over 140, and his doctor's saying that he's like on the verge of diabetes, and he's like, "This is crazy. I work out 10 hours a week. I'm like an athlete's body, and I've always taken care of my health. I train. I care about what I eat." I said, okay, let's go through your diet. And he shared with me, and every single meal had an animal product in it. Started with eggs, right? Then he had some chicken on his salad on his lunch. Then he had some fish with his dinner, and some kind of yogurt or some kind of animal product for a snack in between. I switched 2 of his meat products and meals to just plants.
Yeah.
So the breakfast, we switched from eggs to pudding. Chia porridge. Start your day with chia porridge. The Incas used to use it. They'd go out hunting or whatever they did for, foraging for 4 hours a day, and they'd come back fully energized the whole time from just these little tiny seeds.
That's cool.
They're full of nutrients, right? Full of nutrients, full of protein, everything you need. Funny that I just said they went out hunting. Anyway, whatever they did, they had energy. But they relied on these chia seeds. They're high in omega-3s, excellent for your brain. So he switched that, and he switched, I think he took the dairy out, the yogurt out of his snack. And I think he replaced the chicken lunch with nuts and seeds. Sprinkled his salad with nuts and seeds on top, and beans. We added black beans or any kind of beans he wanted. Or quinoa. Quinoa is a complete protein. Complete protein. All nine essential amino acids. Put that on a salad. I said, try this for 1 week and I'll call you in a week. He said, I called him in a week. He said, not once have I gone over 140 from 2 changes.
What?
2 changes in his diet. That's all he did. Took out 2 animal products. 2 meals.
I don't know what to say.
It's mind-blowing.
The numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie, and that goes to show you how quickly the body can heal. And how quickly, as soon as you make little changes, your body, you will feel the difference in your energy, your vibrancy, you'll feel alive, the brain fog will lift, you'll start losing weight. All of those are symptoms. Those are the first symptoms to pay attention to. Brain fog, energy levels, and weight gain. Those are the pebbles. Oprah talks about this. Universal send you pebbles to tell you you're off track. If you don't listen to the pebbles, it'll start throwing bricks. Right? Brick is a diagnosis. You've got diabetes. You've got cancer. Right? A bus is a heart attack. Like you're almost dead.
Yeah.
3 strikes, you're out. Literally, 3rd strike, 3rd heart attack. You normally don't survive.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So pay attention to the pebbles. It's your body talking to you. Really important.
I'd like to get into the little background story here, because you're working with your mom.
I am working with my mother.
Yeah, you said you had a period of time, roughly 2 years, where you were digging deep, perhaps to get through it, and within that time, you discovered that it would make sense to open up a business.
Yeah,
this business, Conscious Kitchen. How did all that unfold?
Yeah, so I was in a transition, midlife crisis, I now call it. I was wanting to do something different. And I'm the type, first of all, I never had a 9 to 5. I've always been my own boss. And I've always done things that I'm aligned with. And it was really important to me to do so. I couldn't get an ounce of my body to do something I wasn't really wanting to do.
Sure.
Spoiled brat, whatever you want to call me, that's fine. But I knew that if I did something that I wasn't aligned with, it would drain my energy and I wouldn't have the life force that I needed to really go after what my purpose is. And so that led me into a financial hole where I was negative for a period of time. And it was the hardest phase of my life. I mean, I got multiple insufficient funds text messages, but the first one was like devastating. By the 5th one, I was like, yeah, I know. My resilience came through for sure, because what's wild is like I get that text and then I would study something, or I'd reach out, or I'd tune in and I'd be like, please support me. And I'd get exactly the advice, like call Alex Moscow, and he gave me his whole business plan for free in exchange for some health coaching, right? And I started just bartering where I could, like with the knowledge I had. And I learned that you get money by giving, right? It's a value exchange. So where am I not giving? So I started just giving as much as I could of what I had. And so I got the business coaching and I learned what I needed. And so But anyway, in the that period was so incredibly challenging for me because I've always had everything I needed, and all of a sudden I had nothing. I didn't have money for gas. Like, it was intense. And at one point, I actually sat and did a session, my first session with Bufo.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever tried?
No. Gabriel's told me about it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Bufo, for those of you who don't know,
That's profound.
It's a medicine, comes from a toad, and some call it a 15-minute conversation with God. And it literally only lasts 15, 20 minutes. And so you inhale and lay down. And what I saw was how I had been rejecting my mother's love because part of it was unsafe to me.
Yeah.
She loves me unconditionally. She couldn't love me more. I'm so blessed with her love. And yet, because of her traumas and her wounding, it was volatile. Her emotions were volatile, and there were unexpected explosions and triggers. And, I just didn't know when there was going to be an explosion. And that leads to high levels of cortisol continuously. Because if you don't know when the explosion is going to happen and for how long it will last, you just stay at a heightened alert state. Like, if you know every day at 2:00 I'm going to hit you with something, you kind of get prepared and you're like, and your cortisol will go up and go back down. I know it's not going to happen until tomorrow at 2:00 and I'll be fine. Right? But versus when you don't know when it's going to happen and how long it's going to last, you just, sure. You're hypervigilant to alert. So my body was in that state and I didn't realize it. And because throughout my whole life, and I believe that's one of the contributors to the type 1 diabetes. So anyway, during this Bufo session, I realized that I had been rejecting my mother's love. And all of a sudden I was like, I allowed it in. And I like literally, you can never give words to how deep this was, but not profound, but I allowed her, I received my mother's love for the first time. And I felt it deeply. I felt how much she loved me. And then that next week, I'm still drowning in my no money situation. And she called and she goes, let's open a restaurant. And I got a full body, yes. Yeah, we need to do this. And I would have never said yes to this prior to that Bufo session.
Dang.
But I realized in that moment that it was my mother she was coming to my rescue, very much so. She was coming to support me. And it was okay to let her love in. It was, I had to give her permission to love me, to support me.
Yes.
And that was the door opened in that moment. And thanks to that, now I'm so beyond blessed. We've had to obviously navigate some challenging moments setting this up, and right,
as any business partnership would,
right?
Yeah,
with the history of she's hypercritical and likes things done her way, very precisely her way. And so as a child, I incorporated that as I can't get anything right. Right? I can't do anything right. And so when she was telling me in this restaurant, like, how to do things, and even though I just did my best and it wasn't right, it was triggering my inner wounded little Nikki, right? And so there was a stronger reaction. She had a strong reaction. I mean, we were just like childhood wounds hitting each other. And because of the 25 years now of personal development that I've done, I learned to like sit face to face, holding hands, eye to eye, take some deep breaths, allow her to speak first. And I had some heart to hearts that we have never had. And that allowed us to understand each other's perspective and what the real story, the bullshit, I call them BSBs, bullshit beliefs.
Yeah.
The stories that we're both each making up that actually aren't true. She doesn't believe I'm not capable. That was the story I made up.
Yeah.
If I can't get anything right, she clearly thinks I'm not capable of getting anything right. Not true. Nothing to do with me, actually. It's not personal at all. She just likes things done her way.
Yeah.
Because of her level of need for safety, right? Because if she knows it's going to happen this way, she's going to be safe.
Right.
Right. So that's her, because she didn't have a safety growing up. So she needs to hyper control everything so that it's all safe. That's her way of creating safety. And meanwhile, I'm over here just like, you don't think I'm capable.
Fair.
Right.
Fair.
Totally logical. Right? It's like a narcissist. A narcissist is a healthy coping mechanism originally. It's because nobody else was taking care of their needs, so they learned to take care of their own needs. And then they just focused on only their own needs and never learned to branch out.
Yeah.
Right? And it blows out into something unhealthy.
Yeah, it does.
Right. Same with control. Creating safety for yourself, wise. We should all create safety for ourselves. I am responsible for my safety. If I'm in the presence of someone toxic, it is my responsibility to either support them, and if they can't calm down, then it's my job to leave.
Sure.
That is my responsibility. So
it's finding that healthy balance of it all.
Yeah.
So yes, protect yourself. Also be aware of other people and how it might impact them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And these stories, right? These stories that create so much dis-ease in the body.
That's all they are, stories.
Stories.
They're unsupportive stories.
Yeah. It was explained to me this way. Imagine if you stopped at a red light, right? The reality, the true story, it's a red light.
Right.
That's it. But now I'm in my car and I'm like, damn it, now I'm going to be late. I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to miss this. They're going to think I'm unreliable. Like I'm going to be, right? I go down this rabbit hole of whatever my childhood wounding often is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
And all it is a red light.
Yeah. All it is a red light. That's the story. Everything else other than the red light is a story.
Dang.
Someone else could be sitting in the car next to me going, oh, great, an opportunity to take a deep breath. This is lovely.
That's their story.
That's their story.
Yeah, it's interpretation.
Interpretation.
Because when you really think about it, right, everything's fine. Look at here. You've got your hands.
Yeah.
They move.
Yeah.
Right? Safe space. Right? Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Nothing's wrong. There's no stressors.
Right.
But it's the story that we tell ourselves that creates the stress.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interpretation.
Yeah.
And then you got to think, why do we interpret things like this?
Yeah.
Where does that come from? Where does that come
Conditioning.
from? A bunch of stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's a collection,
Yeah.
a lifelong collection.
Yeah.
And I call that sludge.
Sludge.
It's sludge.
I love that word.
It is. And you got to get that release, right? The traumatic release to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So then you can look at yourself in the mirror, like you said, and say, wow, you are awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Take the blindfolds off.
Somatic release. Very important point. Thank you. That's part of the continuation package. We'll meet monthly and do a somatic release practice because things get stored in the body that you're not even aware of.
Yes.
I am a huge advocate. I've done quite a bit of plant medicine, and I will tell you, I've gone just as far, if not further, with breath work. My own chemicals produced in my own brain, and I can drive right after. Right? Like, brilliant. I'm a huge advocate of holotropic or somatic breath work. Powerful modalities.
Yeah, I've got OCD, and the other day I did a session with Gabriel.
Best mental disease, by the way. Disorder, I should say.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Best one. You're just
Super
clean.
organized.
It's great. I love it.
And I was doing this body work with Gabriel, and it was intense.
Yeah.
Right? To where I'm like, oh my God. So I did breath work the whole time to get to work through it. And after that, I felt completely free of any OCD like tension or triggers or whatever. I felt so good. Yeah. I've done the medicine stuff. I've taken doctor prescribed crap. I don't do that anymore because it's all just a mask. But if there's anything that I found that actually helped, it was the breath work.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, your brain actually will produce DMT. It's the same component that's in ayahuasca.
Yeah.
And so powerful. It gets deep. You get right into your subconscious and you see the stories and how they started. Example, I was in a breathwork session and all of a sudden I was teleported to, I was 14 years old. I was in my bedroom and my mother came in and she had my report card and I got reprimanded because I got mostly B pluses. I was a B plus student. I was like, good enough. So I've got 85% of the knowledge, doing like barely any work. I could soak up things. And I'm like, done. I passed. I did great. Right. And she's like, why aren't you getting all A's? And in that moment, that was the moment I crumbled. And I was like, wow, she doesn't think
Dang.
I'm capable.
Yeah.
Or she,
Right. That's one of those moments.
or I'm not, right? I like just crumpled from it.
And the story you tell yourself in that moment is that if I don't get A's, I'm not good enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And it was in that breath work that I got to see, no, what she was saying was she believed in me so much that she knew I was totally capable of getting straight A's.
Right. It was like a supportive question rather than a put down question.
Right. But I had interpreted, because of the series of like criticisms and like little things that I was also interpreting, like that was the final blow that I went, right? And it dimmed my light.
Dim the light. Wow. That's been a reoccurring theme in my life lately. It is, and it's real, right? As time goes on, these microtraumas or fully traumatic events absolutely dim our lights, but there is hope. There's ways to break through them, to be free again, to be that childlike, playful self that we all desire to be. And you are one of the people that are aiming to brighten the world.
Thank you.
Light.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Nice job. Nice job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you saying that. It's true.
Of course.
Yeah.
After Nikki, how do people get a hold of you or your kitchen?
Thank you. Visit consciouskitchenatx.com. Come visit us in Westlake Hills, Austin, Texas. That would be ideal. We want to meet you face to face, and you get to taste my mommy's healthy, yummy, delicious food. She is a master chef. Like, really. One guy came into the kitchen last week and he's like, you guys have suspiciously high reviews. I go, oh yeah? He goes, I said, let's put those to the test. He's all right. I got him some tacos. I come back out 5 minutes later. I was like, how is it? He goes, 5 stars. Mouthful of food.
Yeah. Nice.
It's good.
Showed him.
Yeah. It's really good food. It's healthy. It's delicious. So come in there and then visit us on Instagram. Yeah, Conscious Kitchen ATX. And then definitely book a call with me to discuss the Conscious Cleanse. It will change your whole life. It will change your family's life. You will show up so differently, so vibrant, so alive. Your spark will be back, and your health.
And that sparkles priceless.
Yeah. Because it will impact everyone, everything. You'll even get back on purpose, right? You'll have the energy and vitality to live the life that you're designed to live, and do the things that you're meant to do.
Let that sink in for a little bit. Do the things that you're meant to do. That strikes a powerful question. Am I doing the things I'm meant to do? Right? Let's sit on that one for a minute, everybody. And after done sitting on it, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button. My name is Greg Carlson, your host of the Elite League podcast, where we take industry experts and get an inside look at what it's like to actually do what they do and tie into their mission, which yours is powerful. So thank you again, Dr. Nikki. Woo!
Yeah, thank you.
Till next time, everybody, stay fired up. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.